What's going on with your YouTubes? I'm sweating like a son of a bitch. Got ourselves a couple of wand wood pieces. I'll be going outside to collect more wand wood after a bit, but I figured I'd stop by real quick and make a live video, just hang out with y'all. And give some shout outs right quick. And we got something interesting to review for YouTube. This is the Bud Light Seltzer Retro Summer Limited Edition, the tie-dye pack. We got 3 seltzer flavors. It's a 12-pack. So we'll see how they taste. We'll do a review of those. And for future reference, I'm not going to be pulling out my shotgun on camera because it's a great way to get in trouble with YouTube. And I'm grateful that Susie didn't take down my YouTube channel. Okay. So yeah, so shout out to Elizabeth Walmus, Trinidad McCall, and Roseanne, Jamie, Corey. Thank you all for donating to the PayPal. I appreciate it. Now, I just saw the funniest goddamn song on YouTube. I tell you what, this shit made me laugh my ass off when I heard it. Yeah, I do appreciate y'all tuning in.
What's going on, y'all? I was on the Babylon Bee podcast. They started reading songs that I laughed my sides.
Oh, yeah. I got everybody liked it. Oh, me like a person who bleeds. All my ex.
Exes changed it. Oh, my exes changed their sexes.
Dude, I gotta give a shout out to Buddy Brown. That shit made me laugh my ass off, dude. That was great. Yes. Yes. What up? Strap yourselves in. We got an Isaiah Butterfield video response. He did a video on that non-binary Korean dude that we talked about on the channel earlier, and it's just like, why this whole trend of trans race? No. You want to be transgender? That's your prerogative. As long as you're 18 or older and you've gone through puberty and you're not making the taxpayers pay for it, who cares? Okay? But we gotta draw the line there, because this world we live in is a crazy fucking weird place. Damn, this is torture. Don't skip. Busman merch drop July 28th.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, there are 2 things that I know to be absolutely true in this world. Number 1, this video.
Also, yes, I was not really drunk in my Terrence Pot video response. Otherwise, you would have seen me stumbling. But I was walking a straight line. And this is Wyoming. We love our guns, we love our beer, and we love our trucks. If you got a problem with that, kiss my Wyoming night ass. And speaking of beer, look at what we got here. We got ourselves a 12-pack of Bud Light Seltzer Retro Summer Tie-Dye Limited Edition. 3 new flavors of seltzer: cherry, lime, blue raspberry, and summer ice. Cool, cold, refreshing Bud Light Seltzer Ice. Not a sponsor. So we're going to try all 3 of these flavors individually and see which one we like the most, or at least which one I like. If you like this kind of content, subscribe for more. I've seen this tie-dye 12-pack in the liquor store. I thought I'd try it. Collecting some wand wood, making some badass wands. Yes, sir. I liked how hippie tie-dyed it looked, so I was like, dude, I gotta check these out, see what the fuss is all about. We got our cherry limeade. We got blue raspberry. And summer ice. Oh, yes, 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 yes. So if you've not heard of these are for 21 and up, or wherever you're Oh, you must be old enough to consume. Now, I like cherry, so I'm going to do the cherry one first. But holy shit, white influencer identifies as a non-binary Korean. We've talked about this this character, if you will, before. So crack on open. It's going to be a good video. Yes. That is fucking tasty. 5% alcohol volume, and if you're health conscious, fucking 100 calories. And each can's got its own tie-dye design. Psychedelic, man.
It was absolutely insane. And number 2, Buttsman Premium is the best place in the entire world to get exclusive content, cash prize giveaways, all that good stuff, a members only pod.
I might mix all 3 flavors into like a giant goblet or some sort and just chug it. Smack the like if you want to see that.
Podcast, go and check it out. The link is below. But before I go on any further, g'day, you good motherfuckers. How are ya? I hope you're doing real well. My name's
Doing just fine, Mr. Butterfield. We got some Bud Light seltzers. It's a Monday. I'll watch the new episode of Rick and Morty. And then we'll work on the 2 wands that I have. Once those are starting to look towards complete, I'll get more and more and more. I'll just keep building that batch up nice and thick, all right? Because we're going to make a nice batch of wands. I am on Etsy, yeah? I got a drawer full of spent shotgun shells, so why the fuck not? Just crank out a batch of wands. Nice big fat summer batch of wands, yes. I might paint one of the wands red, white, and blue because we had the 4th of July recently. That would look sick with the shotgun shell handle, I tell you what.
Isaac Butterfield, and let's look at a British man who thinks he's Korean. Because why the fuck not? In
a British man who thinks he's Korean. Yeah, we've talked about this person before. I'm being nice, of course, because I don't like it when people make fun of me. But at the same time, I've also stated very clearly that I think the whole trans race thing is extremely racist. Bud Light's not a sponsor, but I've seen their Bud Light seltzer tie-dye pack, 3 flavors. Thought I'd give it a go.
In the modern era, you can identify as whatever you want. Now, I don't
No, within reason. Fuck sickos.
necessarily have a problem with that, but you, if you are someone who likes to identify as lots of different things, you need to be open to the idea that most people will look at you like you are fucking batshit crazy.
That is exactly my point. If I came out and said I'm a cobra demon, vampire, goth warlock who can suck energy out of the air and the essence, and I have dark demonic powers, and my Tai Chi skills are amazing, oh yeah, my fans would believe it, but the rest of the people looking at me would be like, what? Man, it's summertime, and these, so far, I like. We're doing the cherry limeade first. Chill cherry limeade, man.
And most people are absolutely fine and cool with the fact that some people are born into a body that they don't think is theirs. Male, female, in the middle, whatever. That's not what this video is about. This video is about belief.
Yeah, and believe me, I don't judge people for being gay, straight, lesbian, trans, bisexual, queer, whatever. Just don't creep on kids and fucking, as long as it's old enough and everything's consensual, you know what I'm saying? I'll drink to that.
Believing that you are another race. Surely that is too far. Not only
Yes, but let me get this. Let me ask you this. If I did this and tried to act Asian, you would look at me like I was the biggest racist piece of shit on the planet. Yet somehow, this British dude who identifies as a non-binary Korean gets away with it. Only instead of using his hands, he gets a bunch of plastic surgery. Jesus fucking Christ. Hashtag stop Asian hate. Hashtag stop racism. Are you kidding me with this crap? Now hear me out, YouTube. It's cool to think someone else's culture is cool and interesting. You want to study it, try their food, etc. All that, fine. But identifying as that culture when you were not born into it. Now I'm just saying. Yeah, transracial is it's some weird shit. I don't particularly like talking about it, but I want to drill point to the whole point of this shit's racist.
Not only is it too far, but it is also a chance for us all collectively as a...
Now, unless you have a mom who's Asian and a dad who's British, that's probably the only way this shit would actually happen. But outside of that, King Cobra fam, you can hear this dude's British accent like, the fuck out of here.
species in a community to say, hey, dude, shut the fuck up. Brit influencer identifies as Korean, species in a community to race. Surely that is too far. Not only is it too far, but it is also a chance for us all collectively as a species in a community to say, hey, dude, shut the fuck up. Brit influence.
Don't get me wrong. I like Asian culture. I think it's cool, man. Like samurais and sushi and, you know. There are some Asian cultures that eat cobras because they're so rampant and popular down there. If I was at a Taiwanese restaurant and they served cobra, you bet your sweet ass burgers I'd eat it. With a big old bottle of King Cobra vodka, which is where they take the blood of the snake that they cooked and then they mix it with the vodka, and then it's cultural to finish the bottle before leaving the table. But Brit influencer identifies as Korean after getting surgery to look like K-pop star.
Identifies as Korean after getting surgery to look like a K-pop star. A British K-pop fan has come out.
Time is count.
As Korean.
Would it kill you?
Hey, Shuan Head. Yes, Shuan Head is sexy. Yes, and very much of age. I'll drink to that. I'm actually subscribed to Shuan Head.
To just not. Have you ever considered just not?
That was the perfect Shuan Head clip, yes.
Is that coming out of the closet still? Like, is that something you sit down with your parents and say?
The only way that transracial would work is if another race tried to identify as whites. I mean, think about it. You're seeing black people who are trying to make their skin lighter and nobody says shit. But when it's the other way around, it's extremely fucking racist. And rightfully so, because blacks have not had it easy in our country for the last 500 years. And there are a lot of cultures besides African Americans that have had to face hardships and struggles. So to me, it's a bit insulting to sit there and say you identify as that culture when you were not born into that culture. Yeah, there are people out there who identify as black now, and it's like the ultimate blackface. I don't know, and I'm over here like, crack a say, what?
Dad, I know you may disown me, but I can't help it. This is who I am. I am Korean. They say they identify with the culture and have had surgery to look more like BTS idol Jimin. I don't know who the fuck Jimin is.
I never heard K-pop, but I reckon it's good music.
Good on you, I guess, Jimin. Killing it, bruh. Okay, all of this, in my view,
I do know this, though. K-pop stars get treated like shit. They're put on strict diets. Because if they get too fat, then, like, their manager rides their Asperger's about it. So I sympathize with them on that. And then on top of that, you got some fucking British asshole going, he identifies as non-binary Korean. I'm just like, Confucius say, you're full of shit.
Can be nailed down to one thing. This guy, as an influencer, is automatically one of the biggest alive. They lie through their teeth to the people around them. They will do anything to fuck other people over, and they do not give a fuck about anyone else but themselves. They're narcissistic fucks. Ollie London, fucking come on, Butterfield, has reportedly spent more than $150,000
Holy shit.
to look like singer.
$150,000 to look like his favorite singer. I mean, okay. He's not really, apart from being a little racist and a bit creepy. I mean, I kind of get it. But, because I got me some Aussie glasses that did transition and turn into sunglasses in the daytime. And freaking, so yeah, I'm an Ozzy Osbourne, Danny Filth, Black Sabbath, Cradle of Filth-esque fan. So I get it. I literally taught myself how to shriek like Danny Filth. It's impressive, to say the least. You hear it on Rebel Revolution. But you don't see me fucking getting plastic surgery to look more like Danny Filth or Ozzy Osbourne. That's, you know, even though I'm 80% British, that's, you know what I'm saying? To me, it's a bit excessive. A little bit raspy from the pipe tobacco, but there you go.
Park Jimin, the influencer who uses they, them pronouns, so you know that's an alarm bell straight away, sees Korea as their home country. And
So speaking of London, I might be going to see Big Ben next spring with my dad. We'll see how that plays out. Fingers crossed. If you see me in London, you want a picture, you want an autograph, don't be shy. I love talking to my fans. Hopefully by then I've started building my clock-towered mansion, because that would be sick. Cheers to that. We got ourselves a 12-pack of Bud Light seltzers. This is the Retro Summer Tie-Dye edition. It's limited edition, which kind of sucks because that first one was pretty fucking tasty. Now, Bud Light's not a sponsor. It's just free advertisement. We got Summer Ice, and let's go with the Blue Raspberry next.
on Twitter, they came out as non-binary and Korean.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but you can't. I'm not here to rip on people for being non-binary. You do you, man. Okay, you want to identify as, this is also really tasty. Ooh, hello. Blue raspberry. That's not bad. Only like 5% and 100 calories. So it's a pretty light wine alcohol. I might get a lot of shit for drinking this. I don't give a fuck. I like the hippie-esque theme of it with the whole tie-dye shit. So I was like, legit, I want to try it. Do a review on YouTube.
By tweaking the country's flag. What a day. What a day. Coming out as non-binary and Korean all in one go, which is a reminder to all of you on the 28th of July, I'm coming out as a straight man who is also African-American because, well, I want to have a big dick.
Oh my God, that is great. Now, Isaac Butterfield's Australian. He's the kind of motherfucker you either get offended by his sense of humor or you go, you're a cheeky bastard. That's good shit.
That's why. So you see what Ollie looked like then. Let's have a look what Ollie looks like now. Holy fucking, that's fucked. What the fuck are you doing, Ollie? 150K to look Korean. Like, there's Korean people are beautiful, but why would you want to spend 150K to look like one? In the same, well, actually, some Asian people round their eyes to look more Western, which is equally fucked. What the fuck are you people doing?
Yeah, you got Asian people who are rounding their eyes to look more Western, and Western people making their eyes more squinty to look Asian. Holy shit. Interesting times we're living in. Fucking A. Yes. Side note, my trolls are the saddest, biggest pieces of shit on the planet. How would you like it if your boy Cobra was doing this shit to you, harassing you fucking nonstop and doing everything to ruin your life? You would fucking hate it. The golden rule is do unto others as you'd have done to you.
But let's have a look on Ollie London's YouTube channel to see what his fans think about his video being Korean.
Holy shit, YouTube. Hell yeah. Hey, Cobes, love the stream right now. I have to get back to work, though. Keep up the good work, man, and fuck the trolls. Will do. Yes. No shit. You meet some... Man, King Cobra encounters some really weird fucking people. I'll say that. Yeah, I'm very cool with Asian culture, man. Like, I've... no problems with them whatsoever, man. I love sushi. I do. Like, no, I'm not trying to sound racist or nothing, but your boy Cobra loves sushi. I love putting a shit ton of wasabi on my goddamn sushi. And when I went to the Asian buffet over at the Eastridge Mall, I got a bunch of sushi, some fried chicken, and some noodles. I mean, I filled my plate up. And then I got like a little ice cream dish full of wasabi. And the Asians, they were looking at me like, I don't think white boy knows what that is. And they saw I wasn't letting it go to waste. And they're like, okay, white dude likes his wasabi. As long as he ain't wasting it. All you can eat for $10.
Fuck. Look at that solid dislike ratio.
43K.
Hello. Hey guys, I just want to take this chance to...
I can't, dude. I'm sorry. This guy, who the fuck is he bullshitting? If you're gonna post shit like this on the internet and expect people not to rip on you, I'm sorry, dude, but or them, they, or you can't call him a dude because they identify. I'm sorry, non-binary person. Let's just say that because you don't want to offend them. But people are gonna rip on you. It's the fucking internet, dude. Come on. Way before this, and let me let you in on some real shit. Okay, way before Caitlyn Jenner did her whole transgender thing, I was on the internet just doing my goth thing. You know what I'm saying? Painting my nails, wearing goth makeup, and not giving a fuck what anyone says. And I got so much crap for it. People called me a faggot. People called me a tranny. I just said fuck them and kept doing my thing. And now that the whole transgender thing is here, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on. Like fucking Alice Cooper was wearing makeup before dudes started doing it because they were trans.
come out today. Something that's been like on my mind for a long time, and I've been very confused about how I identify. I've been very, very confused.
Holy crap! Could you imagine spending $150,000 for that crap? Like, dude, I could buy a fucking house for that kind of money. Are you shitting me?
Okay, I'm sorry, but is this surgery, this whole thing, is it not exactly the same? And this is going to be really racist. Are you ready? Don't screenshot this and send it to the Daily Mail. Is it not the same as me as a white dude just doing this? Are you ready? Strap yourselves in. It's
No
the same fucking thing. What the
shit.
fuck? Oh,
That's exactly what I said earlier. Shoe on Head has nudes online, dude. Oh yeah, I know. I've seen them. Fuck me. I also sent the video to the Casper. You're dumb, dude. Hey, dickhead, the Casper Police Department supports my fucking videos. All you're gonna do is get your ass in trouble for harassing an autistic. It's the fucking truth, YouTube. And quite frankly, I don't give a shit what my exes do as long as they're happy and they're safe. Like shit. I love how people just have to feel this consistent urge to inform me.
oh, but no one blows up. No one gets angry because he's non-binary, so he gets a free pass. If this is a straight
Yes, no
white dude,
shit.
he sneezed and he slightly squinted his eyes while sneezing, they would crucify him in the streets.
Yeah, that's the goddamn truth. Because the dude identifies as non-binary, nobody's calling him out for his extreme racism. If this would have been exactly Isaac Butterfield, straight to the point. If this would have been a straight white dude trying this crap, who identifies as Korean, they would have called him a racist motherfucker. Oh my god. I'm about to put my phone on airplane mode because this is ridiculous. I was the first one to tap it, so I really don't give a fuck what anyone has to say about that. Jesus Christ. These trolls, man, I rule their fucking life. It's glorious, YouTube. It is just glorious. Like, I'll get of age pussy when I get it. I'm not worried about it. At the end of the fucking day, it's like if I end up turning like 34 or 35 years old and I haven't found someone by then, I can always save up for a fucking kick-ass fuck doll. So, like, I'm not worried about it. I have options. And to be fair, there were a lot of hot of-age women in Casper, so your boy ain't in a rush. So yeah, I'm gonna put the phone on airplane mode so we can focus on the video. Yes. Airplane mode. Let's get back to the stream. That cherry lime definitely had a very nice cherry lime-esque taste. The blue raspberry tastes like it says it tastes. You get like the blueberry and the raspberry at the same time. Very refreshing. Now, Bud Light's not a sponsor, but I saw the tie-dyed 12-pack, and I was like, the inner hippie goth in me was like, yes.
I've seen a lot of other people online that have come out and been very brave about it and shared their story.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Coming out as this shit in a modern society that's being forced to accept it is not very brave, dude. Coming out as such when society was less accepting and more racist about the whole thing and more transphobic would have been a lot more brave. Not to sound like a controversial dickhead, but it's like if Caitlyn Jenner were to come out as trans at the height of Bruce Jenner's career when he's winning all those gold medals, that would have been a lot more brave. But coming out as trans and society being forced to accept it, to the point where even if you identify as a straight man who doesn't date trans people, you get called a transphobe, even if you're not going out of your way to harass these individuals. And I'm like, well, welcome to a society where these people have been afflicted with persecution and hatred and violence for so long that now, if you're an asshole to a straight white male, then nobody says shit. And the straight white males today had nothing to do with what the straight white males did 50 years ago. You know what I'm saying? I have no control over it.
Story about how they identify.
Yeah, they identify as gay or trans or whatever. Not fucking Korean.
You know, I've taken courage from these incredibly brave people, and it is Pride Month at the moment, so...
Brave. You're not brave. You're squinting like you're driving into the sun. That's all.
You are the perfect storm of a lack of social skills meets superiority complex meets Twitter meets a parasite that burrows inside an ant's brain and makes them want to kill themselves. Think about what a living joke you are.
Is this not the same as him doing blackface?
What do you think? It's the fucking truth, you two. What do you think being transracial is? It's the ultimate form of blackface. Like, Jesus fucking Christ, I can't believe we're even having this fucking discussion. Fucking pissing me off with this shite, YouTube. Side note, these Bud Light seltzers are pretty fucking sweet.
Could he just do blackface tomorrow and everyone will be cool with it? Of course not. So why can he do Korean?
So I am going to come out today.
And that's the goddamn truth. Like, thank you, Mr. Butterfield. Fucking preach, mate. If you couldn't, exactly, if this white dude, if this Ollie came out as black, and dude, we already have that. Have you heard of Nuka Zeus? This guy, dude. Nuka Zeus is a white dude who identifies as black, but he's also claiming to be a black dude who hates whites. That kind of self-hate is, this dude, I don't know what his whole story is. Like, I look at him, I'm like, crack, please. But, you know, 'cause I'm not going to say the N-word because I'm not black. And on top of that, my Scottish ancestors that came to America got called the N-word, along next to the Irish immigrants. Look it up. White people got called the N-word too. Scottish and the Irish immigrants that were slaves. The only difference is they were not forced to come to America. That is the only fucking difference, YouTube. Check your privilege. Africans were forced to come here by some assholes in their tribe that sold them off as some racist white assholes on a boat. The Irish and the Scottish were trying to come to America for a better life, and then they just got enslaved.
And say that I've been transitioning. I've been very unhappy with who I am deep down for the last 8 years.
Yeah, imagine that. I like, and this is where I try to sympathize with people like this. I cannot begin to imagine being so fucking miserable and unhappy just because you know what I'm saying, you don't have the surgeries to do these things. And so yeah, I'm trying to sympathize with them, but there are a lot of Koreans who have had to struggle with their racial stereotypes, especially during the coronavirus, because of the whole Asian stereotype with this shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, nah, dude, that's fucked. Like, you can't just, no, we gotta draw the line at transgender. You want to identify as a dog? That's a little weird. As long as you're not trying to hump other dogs and eat shit, then I think we're Gucci. Like, you want to pretend to be a dog, you want to get like a furry suit, and this is who you are. Okay, cool. But we are drawing the line there, YouTube. Transracial and trans-disabled. I am so sick of it. Check out the Bud Light tie-dyed seltzer 12-pack. Yes.
Years, and I've had like 18 plastic surgeries now.
18? Fucking hell. I wish my eyes were a rich emerald green and I had a full head of jet black hair. And my skin was like super pale, like pale white, whiter than snow. But even if I had the money to do those surgeries, I accept myself for the way I look. And if I want green eyes, I can always get those fucking goth contacts. Well, that's a bit more understandable than fucking this fucking asshole, dude. Holy shit. There are tons of people right now who are watching this asshole going, "Stop it! You're so stupid!" And if you don't get that Terrence Pop reference from the clip that he played, then I don't know.
Do you change at all when you transition into Korean? Do I suddenly have a much better vertical jump because I'm no longer white boy? Ollie, you are fucked, mate. I am sorry, but you are. And your name sucks. That is all.
And I've just had a facelift, a brow lift, a temple lift, an eye surgery, a canthoplasty, and my teeth done as well.
Yes, you've had all.
Dude, surgery sucks. I've been through like 3 surgeries in my life. I've had a cyst removed from my tailbone, and I've had 2 fucking eye surgeries. One to correct my fucking lazy eye, and then the other one to remove my cataracts. That shit fucking sucked. I was moving out of my old apartment and into my new apartment, and at the same bloody goddamn time getting eye surgery. Fucking lovely. Check this out. Bud Light Seltzer Retro Summer Limited Edition. The tie-dye, the dye pack, as in the tie-dye pack. These are actually pretty fucking good. I just chugged the blueberry one. Didn't really chug it, but now I might combine all three into like a drinking horn and just chug it for YouTube. Would that be fucking insane? Could try to chug it. But these are like 5% alcohol in volume, and then if you're health conscious, they're like 100 calories, but I'm not health conscious. Did you see the fucking bacon cheeseburger I ordered from Wendy's yesterday? I'm not health conscious. That burger was fucking dank. The ultimate bourbon pub pretzel bacon cheeseburger with jalapenos. That's what I call that. I read the fucking order that I did before I ate it. Like, that burger was super fucking rich, dude. Ridiculous. I like doing food hacks like that on occasion for YouTube. Let's see how the summer ice flavor tastes. Got some tie-dye cans. Yeah, man. Smoke a doobie and tie-dye some shirts, man. I like the summer ice. All three of these flavors are delicious. Can't really say I have a favorite. They're all tasty. I'm trying to pin that fucking flavor, dude. Groovy summer ice, man. Yes. And if I also identified as a goth hippie, people would look at me like, what, you're cynical, but you also like to smoke pot?
All that done because you were born this way. That's like ordering a Big Mac with no Big Mac sauce, no lettuce, no buns, no bun in the middle, no meat, no onions, no pickles, and no spit from the crew trainer at the back who fucking hates themselves. Is it still a Big Mac? Fucking no, it's nothing. All right, the only thing that's Big Macish here is big old Ollie's lips.
But I am coming out as non-binary. I don't feel I identify as male or female. I just feel like I'm just in the middle. And
I cannot begin to imagine what these kinds of people go through on a daily basis. You identify as non-binary, so how the fuck does that work? Do you keep your dick and then get some fake tits? Or do you keep your man chest and get a pussy? Because that's somewhere in the middle, man. There are 4 genders: male, female, transsexual, hermaphrodites. Now, I'm not trying to be a bigot, but that just simplifies it for everyone. And then those 4 categories divide into subcategories. Like, the only one that gets the subcategories is the trans, and that's it. The other 3 are pretty exclusive, pretty straightforward. And then the reason I say this is because it makes it easy for everyone to you know what I'm saying? People sitting there going, oh my God, there's like 400 genders, and you're just like, what the fuck are you smoking?
pronouns are they, them, Korean, Jimin, because I know a lot of people don't understand me, but I do identify as Korean.
Mate, honestly, I know you're...
I'm not going to lie, I support trans rights, but I do not support what he's doing. Like, you cannot just identify as a different race. It's a bit fucking racist, dude, especially because you're a white dude who's British. Are you fucking insane? No, it's the goddamn truth. If me, as who I am, identified as a black man, y'all would call me a racist motherfucker, and that's the goddamn truth. But this dude, this Ollie, I hate racism.
face is full of filler and Botox and all that shit, but how do you keep a straight face whilst delivering this to a camera? Like, do you even notice how ridiculous this all sounds? But also, I guess, if we think critically about this whole situation, we are so welcoming to all other identifiers. If we identify as a wolf, or we identify as gay or straight or trans or whatever, why do we put such an emphasis on someone being transracial as being so silly? Because it is silly, but why? What?
Why is it silly? Why is being transracial silly? Because we just, it's, no, dude, could you imagine if you had a black dude acting stereotypically white, talking about NASCAR and moonshine and crystal meth and fucking your sister? Oh, wait, that's only the really, 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 really deep South. You know what a hillbilly's favorite sandwich is for his bread? I heard it was inbred. Ew. Could you imagine? Of course, nobody would say shit about it because racial privilege exists to some degree in every race. Gender-based privilege exists to some degree in both genders. And that's going to sound controversial as fuck, but that's the goddamn truth. There are certain things that certain genders and certain races get away with. Like the fucking trans asshole who was flashing kids at the Wii Spa. I'm over here like, what the fuck? And then people are protesting that shit. And then fucking nasty ass fuck you Antifa fucking shows up smacking people with skateboards. And I'm like, Gomez Adams, has the planet gone mad? And you want to throw a fit about me drinking a beer and holding my shotgun on a YouTube video? Kiss my ass. Especially when it wasn't even fucking, you know what I'm saying?
Why do we do that in the general community when we're supposed to be so forgiving and loving and wonderful? That's a question. It's a question to you in the comment section. Let me know.
I do feel Korean. I don't identify as British, so please.
You don't identify as British, though. Listen, your fucking British accent is so thick you could cut it with a knife, dude. Fuck off. Bud Light Seltzer Summer Ice. You know, the other two, we have blueberry, raspberry, and cherry lime, but I can't quite pin the flavor on this. Otherwise, alcohol, I like the hippy-dippy psychedelic tie-dye fucking box. So I bought it. I'm going to go do a review for YouTube, but go on live, do a video. Fucking yeah, dude. No, I support gay rights, trans rights, but the whole transracial thing, is a bit far. It's kind of insulting. Like, I've been over this topic so many times, it's fucking exhausting at this point. Speaking of which, your boy Cobra, next time I get a good chunk of money from my wand business, after taking care of bills and fun, I want to get some stuffs to make some deep fried tacos. Because I make really good deep fried tacos. Yes. Use like a little bit of that bacon grease in the bottom of my pan to fry up the taco. Cook up a bunch of beef and bacon and cheese and just, yes. the secret to folding a burrito, if you have it laid out in a circle and it's microwaved, sprinkle out the cheese and the meat and your taco topping. If you don't want to overstuff it, and you take the sides and you tuck them in, and then you take the back end and you roll it until you create the seam on the bottom. That's the secret. I love to cook, but food has been really expensive. So I'm just like, well, I'll get by with what I got, and yeah.
Don't prefer to meet any media or anyone online as British because I identify as Korean. That's just my culture. That's my home.
You know what? I might try to make some like sushi burritos, like mix Mexican and Asian cuisine, and make some deep fried burritos with some sushi. There's my next idea for a cooking video. Get some meat, some bacon, some cheese, some pico de gallo type, some veggies and some sushi, some wasabi sauce, and roll it into a tortilla, and then like deep fry the tortilla so it's all like chimichanga status. You'd be dripping with cheese and sushi goodness. People would look at you like, the fuck is wrong with you? And I say, why not? Challenge that. Sometimes mixing cultures and their foods, you create some really dang shit.
Country.
Mate, you're British. Pull your fucking head in.
But I just
You fucking wanker.
want to say to people,
This Ollie dude is the biggest fucking wanker,
I
dude.
get so many cool comments online. I just want people to be able to respect my decision and don't be.
Yeah. That'd be like me asking my trolls not to fucking harass me. I could ask nicely, but it ain't gonna. You cannot control what other people do, but all you can do is control how you react to it.
Be non-binary phobic or anything. Just please.
Non-binary phobic. Shut the fuck up. If I see a poodle and it's got a fluffy haircut and I think that it's silly and the haircut was a terrible decision.
The problem with this is everyone's got an opinion. Everyone's opinionated. Everyone thinks their opinion matters. No, it's the fucking truth. Everyone's got an opinion. Fucking ridiculous. Now, according to my Ancestry.com, I'm like 80% British, 30% Scottish mix. A little bit of French, maybe some German. I don't know. I don't fucking know. I'm a mutt. I'm one of those Americans that has like mixed ancestries. I know the main two are British and Scottish. 80% British, 30% Scottish mix. Mostly European-esque countries, but you don't see me doing this crap, like non-binary Korean.
Does that make me poodle phobic? No, it doesn't. It just.
That's a bit harsh, but yeah. No, it doesn't make you non-binary phobic, especially if the only reason you get away with doing the whole transracial crap is because you identify as non-binary. If you identified as a straight person, they would have had your ass on the cross, dude. And I hate to say that, but that's the goddamn truth. Should I grab my Viking horn and mix all three into one horn? Would that be fucking nuts? Nothing faster! Hey, Patrick, you want some Bud Light seltzers? Oh, God, Cobra, don't start doing voices again. That's just weird.
It makes me think they're a bit silly. What we are saying is your
It's a bit silly.
decision making is highly ridiculous. In fact, we think you're a lot of things, Ollie. One thing we don't think you are, fucking Korean. But Ollie is.
Dude, the only fucking way that works is if the dude has one British parent and one Korean parent. And if like that's a mixture of your ancestral heritage, you see a Korean dude with a British accent, that's the only way that shit works, dude. Transracial. Fuck out of here. Oh, bloody hell. I want to shut my big ass Viking horn. Hold up a second. Okay, YouTube fam, look at this big ass fuck drinking horn. Fucking rinsed it out with some water real quick. And we're gonna take all three goddamn flavors and then mix them all into the same goddamn horn. Can all three flavors fit? I do have Scottish Viking ancestors. Shout out to the McNeil clan. Their Scottish clan colors are black and green and gold. Which is ironically Kelly Walsh's colors, but I went to Natrona County. Now, we can't fit all fucking three cans in there, but we'll do a big-ass drink combo with all three flavors just for the fans. We're gonna mix some Bud Light seltzers, all three of their tie-dye flavors, into one glass. This is like Badlands Chug status, YouTube. Oh, shit. And cooled off on the alcohol after I chugged this Viking horn of it. Jesus Christ. Is a cunt.
Isn't the only one who's identifying as different races Rachel Dolezal, who was.
Yeah, there were several people who come out as transracial, and I'm just like, no, we gotta draw the line somewhere. Just because you make your skin or your eyes look a certain way doesn't mean you get to identify as that race.
Running the NAACP in America, even though her parents were white, but she identified as black. There was this one. You have stepped into the realms of
This, holy shit.
controversy by saying that you now identify as black. Now, what do you mean by that?
Yeah, not only my whole body, not only the appearance changed, also my feelings and my
Now you got a woman from India, by the sounds of it, who identifies as black. Holy shit! This this is the world we live in. Yes. There's no way I'm gonna be able to chug all this in one sitting, but I'll sip on it. This chick, wow.
beauty idols. For example,
No examples. You're crazy. I genuinely hope that the Earth flies into the sun today. Ladies and gentlemen.
I don't. I hope the Earth keeps going for millions of years. And that the sun doesn't burn out for at least another million years or so.
And be a good motherfucker. Don't forget, we have a merch drop on the 28th of July. Make sure you sign up.
I'm gonna watch the new episode of Rick and Morty after I do this stream, and Pickle Rick. Yes, I like Rick and Morty. It's summer. We got the Tana, Bud Light Seltzer, Blue Raspberry, fucking mixing all three of those made this purple drink. You see this shit? Purple drink.
Up to the Good Motherfucker Club, you'll get a text message and you'll get early access to it. Be a good motherfucker. Peace to the Middle East. Mid extinct. Toodle au revoir. Bye bye.
Hit it, boys.
Hi, YouTube. It is a crazy fucking weird world we live in. I tell you what. Already a fucking hour long. Let's keep the stream going. We got our drinking horn full of some seltzers. We're gonna finish this one and then slowly chug this one down. Like, I support trans rights, but we gotta draw the line somewhere. Quit forcing the agenda on the children, and no transracial bullshit. No trans disabled bullshit. That's not unreasonable. Oh yeah, trans disabled. There are people out there who identify as a wheelchair-bound person, and they will literally get surgery to remove their spine section on purpose just so they have to use it. And there are people out there who are born like that and they can't change it. It's fucking stupid. I shit you not, there are people out there who are like, cheers, CJ. Yes. People identifying as trans ADHD because they're trans disabled. Like, you don't actually have it. You just want to take the drugs and get all the attention for it. What the fuck? Oh, shit. Got some Bud Light seltzers, the tie-dye limited edition. I saw it in the liquor store, and I was like, I gotta try it. This would be insane if I tried to chug this, but I'm not gonna chug it because I'm no Badlands chugs, but I do enjoy my my beverage. That's all three flavors mixed together in one drinking horn. Yes. That's what's up, YouTube. Hope you all having a fantastic Monday. No, I don't bring my gun out too often on YouTube, but I need to quit doing that just because I don't want my YouTube channel to be taken down. Like Cobra is pushing YouTube's buttons. He went from advertising tobacco to guns and alcohol in the same video. And if you follow Cobra's gun safety tips, step 1 is keep your gun empty unless you have to use it. Step 2, never point your gun at anything unless you intend to shoot that target. Step 3, you can keep your gun and your ammo separate, but if you're using it for a home defense type situation, keep it empty unless you have to use it. That prevents accidents from happening. These fucking idiots who are just like, you gotta have one in the chamber. And it's like, dude, that's how accidents happen. You're gonna forget that it's loaded and you're gonna end up doing something stupid. So you just keep it empty. If you got a semi-automatic pistol that holds a clip, keep the loaded clip and the gun empty and separate. This is how police officers carry their handguns. They're empty and decocked, and the clip is full and separate. So think about that for a second. If people got a problem with that, that's just... And don't let people just examine your gun unless they're handling proper gun safety. Well, a double-barrel shotgun is honestly pretty easy to check for safety. You squeeze that beaver tail receiver to this way, and then, oh, look, it's empty. And decocking the triggers isn't a bad thing. Like, dry firing it would probably be the only thing bad for the gun itself, but probably not necessarily bad for anything else. And people just overreact to stupid shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my God, Cobra had a bottle of Bud Light Platinum in one hand and his Stoger 12 gauge side by side coach gun in the other. Is he trying to get kicked off of YouTube? And the answer is no, not really. Although YouTube's got a couple things they need to work on, like their bullying policy. And your boy Cobra is no stranger to that. Now I keep my gun tucked away in my closet, empty, and the safety on. So look, that's just smart. That's just smart, YouTube. DOS horn. That's what it says right there on the. It says DOS horn. Yeah. So yeah, we're not gonna stop this stream until I chug this entire goddamn horn full of seltzer Bud Light. And I've combined all three flavors into one fucking horn. Yes. And that combination ain't half bad. Ugh. I'm gonna throw this in the dishwasher and fucking wash it after I drink out of it, because I don't use the DOS horn that much. Every once in a while. I had a smaller drinking horn that one of the fans sent along with this one for my collection, and I use that strictly for mead. Strictly for mead. But you know, fuck the transracial bullshit. I'm over it. I look up some bell tower videos to fucking pass the time while I sip and stream. Sip and stream. Yeah, I like that. Sipping and streaming. Your boy Cobra's coming up with slogans. I'll build my clock tower mansion someday. I'm gonna keep doing my thing, and eventually I'll get there. Yes. How you cool Cobra's doing? Go on YouTube and look up Bell Tower. Oh yes.
Okay, today's June.
Explore the York Minster Cathedral, including a special look into the.
First, please say your name and spell it.
I'm God, G-O-D.
When you visit York, you can walk along a medieval wall, cruise on a river, or wander down
Oh, that's definitely a London town. Yeah, I recognize the everything.
street called the Shambles. But no matter where you are in this northern England city,
Yeah, he said it. Northern England. Yes.
you'll hear it.
I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have British pride. I'm like 80%. So fuck off.
You can hear it across citywide.
But I got American pride too, because I'm also a proud American. And I'm gonna have Scottish pride too, because yeah.
Follow the bells, and you'll discover York's biggest attraction.
It's the Minster, and the Minster is kind of a piece of them and a piece of their heritage.
The Minster is the largest Gothic cathedral in Northern Europe, a place where the Queen of England and other royals have worshipped. A cathedral so big, it requires its own police force and
Master keys here.
More than 300 keys
Bell towers, turret, stone yard,
to open up every door.
spiral staircase, memorial books.
That's a shit ton of keys, dude.
There's a lot of keys there.
The biggest key opens the main door of the Minster, so visitors can explore this enormous place.
There are not many places where people have a privilege.
I'm not particularly religious. I got my own religion going, but I would explore the fucking cathedral. I like the architecture. Like, even if you're not a fucking Christ cocksucker, you can still appreciate the architecture.
To work in an environment like this.
And you've got to be physically fit because you have a lot of stairs to climb.
Yeah, there are a lot of stairs. There are steps leading to the top of the central tower, 276 in total.
Ian Kelly knows every step of the spiral staircase.
You do have to laugh.
And every narrow passageway of the Minster.
Just what you had in your house.
This is his route to work.
Now, if I built my dream house, I would teach my religion and I would have my own church, in a sense. Yeah.
Every day. Kelly is in charge of ringing Great Peter, the heaviest bell in Britain.
Mm-mm. That ain't the heaviest bell. Bet your sweet Asperger's that Big Ben's heavier.
Normally takes about 8 pulls.
I guess if like you're on a rope, I guess that's what they mean. But yeah.
On the rope to get it going. With it being 10 to 3/4 tons, it takes a bit of effort to get it going.
Holy shit, dude. The dude holds onto the rope and the rope just picks him up a little bit. That is insane.
In the red stop, you don't really need to go to the gym because it's time to do this kind of once a weekday. It gives you your workout, I must admit.
While Kelly works alone in one part of the tower, the 12 bells of the Minster's peal require a team effort.
Change ringing.
It's a great privilege to ring on such a lovely peal of bells in such a lovely setting. Knowing that there's always people outside listening to whatever you do. Yeah, we've done everything on here from Bach to the Beatles.
What? You're playing the Beatles on a carillon? Oh, yes. That is sick, dude.
And the Minster is the only cathedral with a carillon, which plays 35 bells.
That's a 35 bell carillon. That's what's up.
I'm born and bred Yorkshireman,
I love carillons.
and York Minster is very much like the parish church for Yorkshire. So to be able to come in here and to play this fabulous instrument is an amazing experience. Great joy. It's a wonderful place to be working.
The people who work in the Minster are aware of the history, the names of those who've gone before written on walls.
People have been up here writing the name of the wall since the 19th century, since we first got this bell.
And written on pages.
This book records all the full peals at York Minster, all the way back to 1758 when they rang the first full peal.
With each pull, the sound and the history continue.
You're only a little cog in this continuing story, but it's a nice feeling to know that your name's in there and it will be there for posterity. I'm here, I'm part of this cathedral, I'm part of the heritage of this city. This is kind of a symbol of York, and the Minster is a symbol of York, and it's part of that continuing heritage.
Attention, parents of children who developed necrotizing enterocolitis. If your child developed necrotizing enterocolitis, or NEC, after receiving any amount of formula or milk fortifier, you may be eligible for a compensation.
Jesus fucking Christ. That shit, that's the kind of shit that makes me want to fucking drink more than anything. It's seeing that children are suffering because they took some baby formula. And it's like, oh, you may be entitled to compensation if your child is suffering from da-da-da-da-da-da. I'm so sick and tired of seeing those commercials for prescription drugs and for child formula. It's sad, dude. Breaks my fucking heart. The children are gross, but they deserve to be protected just as much as women and our elders. If you're a man, you protect children, you protect women and your elders. It's just a man's morals.
So, Malgusia, this tower is actually your office.
It's my office, yeah. It's the highest office in the city.
And how many steps is it up?
366 to where I work.
Welcome to Music Machine Mondays, the series where we...
Music Machine Mondays, and it just happens to be a Monday. Wow. Let's watch.
We're filming my favorite mechanical music instruments from the Speelklok Museum in Utrecht, the Netherlands. Today, we're visiting a building that lies just next to the Museum Speelklok, the famous Domtoren clock tower. The Dom Tower is the skyline symbol for the city of Utrecht, and it's the highest clock tower in the Netherlands. Inside this 900-year-old building, we have...
What? A clock tower that's like 900 years old? That's fucking insane. It's fucking 900 years old. Fucking ridiculous.
One of the largest music instruments in the world, the carillon of the Domtoren clock tower. This is Malgosia Fiebig, the city carillionaire of Utrecht. Malgosia's office is situated at the very top of the Dom Tower, where she's playing acoustic music on the carillon for the whole city of Utrecht.
The carillon, as the Europeans call it.
Let's just pause for a moment to contemplate on how cool that is. So Malgosia invited us up into the Dom Tower and showed us 3 different sections of the instrument. At the bottom level, we have the clock mechanism. At the second level, the programming wheel, and on the repinnable musical drum, to use the correct term. And on the highest level, we have the manual keyboard of the carillon and the 50 bells. The clock mechanism sends mechanical signals via steel wires up to the programming wheel. These signals start the programming wheel, and the wheel plays programmed melodies on the carillon mechanically. It plays a short piece of music before the clock strikes the time, and this was the original function of the carillon, to give people a heads up so they could listen carefully to the hour strike without missing a beat in order to know the correct time. And at the very top of the tower, we have the manual keyboard, and this is the place where Malgosia Fiebig plays acoustic music that is heard all over Utrecht.
The clockwork from 1850. The clock that you see from that hangs on the tower, that's connected with this.
And on the other side, you can see the pendulum moving as well.
Yeah.
Right here.
Yeah.
The part with like the gear up there, which goes like,
Yeah.
it's called the escapement.
Yeah.
And I think that's one of the most beautiful parts of a clock, actually.
I learned that from Clickspring, the escapement. So this whole thing is actually giving a signal to your instrument when it starts to play.
Yes, that's the original situation. We have it now disconnected, so this doesn't work like this right now. It gives signal via this wire above us, 75 meters, to the drum. The drum gets a signal that it can start rolling, can start playing the short melody. Then the drum stops, and it gives back a signal via this wire or this wire
Okay.
for the hour.
You know what really fascinates me about the whole clock tower thing, to be honest, is people, how did they discover that this is what you got to do to make a clock tower work? What was their thinking process? How did they invent it? What was the invention that made them think, oh, hey, you know what? This is how we do a clock tower. This is how it's going to work. This is how, you know what I'm saying? It's fascinating shit. That's what fascinates me about life, YouTube, is what makes people think and lead to these processes. If some asshole invents the light bulb and you're just like, well, what led you to making that? You know, it's the discovery and the journey to it.
Of half-hour strike.
So the signal goes centimeters up.
So, yeah.
Wow, from this.
Yeah.
So I think the museum is on the other side.
Okay. Oh, wow.
This is the way. This is an old cannon of around 700.
That's really a hack to use an old cannon as a clockway. So this is the bottom of the cannon that is now slowly being lifted up to provide power for this monstrous programming wheel. This is Lois. She's like a
1 meter.
normal size human being.
Yeah.
And this wheel is taller than you. So here's the notes of the carillon when it's played by the programming wheel.
Yeah. So every track, the letters you describe which bell is for which track.
Yeah.
And some there is sometimes twice C sharp.
Yeah.
That means that on one automatic play we are using the hammers that are from outside, not the clapper, but the hammers. So on some bells there are two hammers that can play 2 notes first for the repetition.
You know what's so interesting? On my new marble machine, I'm doing exactly the same. I'm doubling up the channels. On the old machine, I have only one channel. But
I've seen this video like 1,000 times, not gonna lie. YouTube, this giant programming wheel. They fucking screw in these little bits. And freaking, yes, it's like a giant music box wheel. Every time that bit is struck on the wheel, it corresponds to a bell up in the tower. This is some pretty elaborate shit for being 900 years old. I'm sorry, but regardless of it, if it's a bell tower, clock tower or not, that stimulates my brain. You think to yourself, this tower, this clock tower is like 900 years old. And they've devised a music wheel that actually, you know what I'm saying? It's just the mechanics of it. It's fascinating.
on the new machine, I have double on everything. So they had the same idea as me.
So there are 4 melodies on the drum.
Yeah.
The longest for half hour, a little bit shorter for half hour, and then 2 short. You see how short this is a quarter. 2 short melodies for the quarter pass and quarter 2.
So now when you're gonna pull this lever, the programming will play.
You want to follow along with the video? I'll put it in chat real quick because people are like, what the fuck are you watching, Cobra? You fucking autistic asshole. You love bell peppers? Yes. I made that pun before. A satanic asshole likes the sound of bells. So I'll look at that.
This is the stop now.
They literally have to manually screw in the notes for the programming wheel. This is the same goddamn tower that played Linkin Park. Rest in peace, Chester. That fucking upset me, YouTube. I'm a 90s baby, so of course I like Linkin Park. Fuck suicide. Fuck pedophiles. Fuck murderers.
To what I was mentioning now it's lifting the strike of half hour. Here. This was half song, and it's now 10 to 11, so we have to let it play one more time for the quarter to.
So now the whole Utrecht thinks that it's the wrong time because us.
Yeah. Everyone is confused. Yeah.
Wow, that's so cool. We're changing time.
Yeah, we're controlling the time. How great is that?
And when you have to reprogram it, then you have to have one person inside two people inside, and you move these around.
Yeah.
And you have bolts on the backside here.
Yes.
And nuts, I mean, X nuts.
And then you can see there are thin ones, there are a little bit thicker ones, and the very thick ones.
The biggest
These
hammers.
are biggest, yes, hammers. So they need more time to be lifted.
Yeah. I was thinking that they lift slowly, and at this point they release.
Yes.
Yeah. It's the coolest thing I've ever seen.
There's essentially like the biggest fucking instrument you could imagine. A carillon bell tower is like the biggest instrument alive. Nothing else is bigger than that. And carillon bells differ from 23 bells to like 60, 70 plus bells, all attached to a little console, little wooden pegs that you just like, you know what I'm saying? Yes, drinking out of my Viking horn. Yes. No, I have one that's specifically for mead and nothing else. I'm very strict about that. This one's made out of plastic, so I'm kind of like, you know what I'm saying? But this is the one I use specifically for mead. People can do anything when they set their minds to it.
This is a cool instrument, right? So now we're gonna go above the programming wheel that we just saw and up to the manual instrument. Wow. You see those hammers? Whoa, I wasn't prepared for this view. Okay. And this is the instrument playing for the whole city.
On 6th of May, 2003, a universe was born.
So here you walk up, and you're in the middle of the sky. And here is the
spotless, no cloud. That happens never in Holland. No single cloud.
So you're in the middle of the sky,
yes,
playing music.
Yeah, it's really impressive. It also is, in a way, tricky or dangerous for the carillon because it's easy to forget about the world and to play just for yourself. And we have to play for the city because this is an instrument of the city.
Yeah.
Each key is connected with a clapper. We have here 50 bells.
Okay.
And 34 are cast in 1664. And the rest is made, the highest octave is made in the 70s.
Oh, wow.
So it's old instrument. Here you should see, this is also impressive. There's a name that's very important in the carillon.
Here is you.
That's me.
That is so cool.
But there's also in the 1625 until 1657, there's Jacob van Eyck.
Okay.
He was a carillonneur, obviously, but here he tested, he listened to a lot of bells and was trying to found out what makes a bell sound good, because a bell sounds different than what we are used to a sound of a sound. You know that.
Yeah, that depends on your bell maker, dude. I've seen some YouTube videos of bell towers and the bells sound like shit. And the bells in the Dome Tower, chef's kiss, they sound beautiful. They were cast properly, but... And then some people might be like, oh, this dude is obsessed with cobras and bell towers. It's a little weird, yeah, but we're all a little weird, so...
A piano sound or our voice also. The sound is not one sound. We have different partials of the sound that we don't hear.
The overtones and the harmonics.
Yeah, we don't hear them.
No.
But here you first of all you hear like 4 of them at the same time. One note.
But can you take one tone?
Yeah.
And then we can hear that. Yeah, that sounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really. You know, it's Jimi Hendrix.
Magnificent.
Foxy Lady with Jimi Hendrix. There's a famous guitar chord. E, and then you.
I found someone playing some of Ozzy's music on a carillon, and I fucking liked the shit out of it. The truth. I found a bell tower video of someone playing Black Sabbath on a fucking carillon, and I was just like, yes.
I have the major third and the minor third in the same guitar chord on the Foxy Lady with Jimi Hendrix.
Okay.
And
Yeah, if you're dealing with the fucking bullshit of the whole transracial bull crap, it's good to just fucking detox and be like, here's a nice relaxing bell tower video. If you're into that kind of thing, you watch it and you're just like, oh, the bells sound so lovely.
this sounds like Foxy Lady with Jimi Hendrix.
Okay, I have to listen to it. And so 50 bells, I have 4 octaves here. That's a perfect size of a carillon. And I play also with my feet on the lowest bells, on the heaviest bells. So the bass, the ground is with the legs.
It's like just like with an organ, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, this carillon's, excuse me, placed at the top of the tower, like the keyboard. Most traditionally, though, carillon keyboards are usually placed at the bottom with the steel cables going individually up to each bell.
Yeah.
Wow.
Last week, I actually, on Friday, I think, I played a song.
like legitimately, carillons are the biggest musical instrument on the planet. Some carillons start off as small as 23 bells, and then the bigger carillons have like 60, 70 plus bells. It's ridiculous. Like, when I build my clock-towered mansion, I'm going to have 47 bells on a carillon, and the 48th bell is going to be on a hemp rope. That just gives me an even 4 octaves. It's not too big, it's not too small, it's 4 octaves evenly. And you know what I'm saying? And I should be able to play the majority of songs, like sit there playing the Star Spangled Banner on my clock tower while fireworks are bursting off in the background. Or hosting elegant Christmas parties and playing Jingle Bells on my clock tower where everyone's getting drunk and shit-faced. I mean, shit, dude. My clock tower mansion would be the spot in town. You know what I'm saying? I don't particularly like the holidays unless it's Halloween or the 4th of July or 420. But I don't crap on someone else because that's their shtick, you know. How does it taste to mix all 3 flavors into one? That's actually not half bad. It's a crazy combination. You got cherry lime, blueberry, raspberry, summer ice, all mixed into one nice big ass drinking horn. Shit. King Cobra drinking some seltzers and watching some bell tower videos. It's a good Monday, YouTube, I tell you what. And subscribe for more content, man. This is what I do on YouTube.
Song of an artist that recently died, that just died. That was Chris Cornell from the Soundgarden.
Yep.
And the song is called Black Hole Sun.
Okay.
Black hole sun, won't you come? Y'all playing Black Hole Sun on a carillon? That's a good song. Black hole sun, won't you come and wash away the rain? Black hole sun. That's one song I could probably get away with doing a vocal cover on with the audio in the background and then my voice, and then you're like, Cobra, you're lip syncing. Nope, he just sounds just like the artist. Motherfucker. Well, church bells were used by pagans and witches before Christians and Catholics adapted it to their religion. And that's the truth. Cities would get competitive over bell towers. Like, my bell tower's taller. Yeah, well, my bell tower's got more bells. And you know what I'm saying? Not a whole lot of these bell towers lasted throughout the centuries, but history has recorded it. Like the tallest fucking instruments. The bell towers are pretty. They make pretty music. Now when I build my carillon clock towered mansion, y'all are gonna get some fucking sick ass fucking YouTube videos. I'll prop the phone on my carillon keyboard box thing. I'm not sure what they call the whole console. It's just like, oh hey, Cobra got his belt, his clock towered mansion. Holy shit. If it came between me building my clock-towered mansion in my dreams and being comfortably the rest of my life, or ending my dry spell, I would choose the first one, to be honest. Now that's the truth. Like, sex is overrated when you can build your clock-towered mansion. You know how much OH pussy I would pull with that shit, though? On a side note, to be like, hey, you like clock towers? You want to see my Big Ben? No.
It's amazing with the dynamic you can do.
Yeah,
Like,
I can do
it's so nice.
And then I have, just randomly, I was hoping for that.
Oh no!
Yes.
Busting out an iPad with the Carillon sheet music and a 900-year-old bell tower with clock faces, which then technically qualifies it as a clock tower. This is fucking wild shit, dude. Like, I could spend hours watching bell tower videos on YouTube. There's so many different styles to ring your bells. There's different ways to ring it. Different churches, small bells, big bells. Like, holy shit, YouTube. The fucking bell tower ringing universe is, you know what I'm saying? There are people out there who have to stand on the bell and like push it down with their foot because it's so heavy. So you like different countries and different regions fucking ring their bells differently. But traditionally it's rung with the rope or a carillon or carillon, as the Europeans say, yes. Now, I win the lottery, become a rock star or a famous author. I got goals, and I'm going to set them and make it a reality. How many motherfuckers told Ozzy Osbourne he'd never make it as a singer and he proved them wrong? You know what I'm saying? How many motherfuckers were like, J.K. Rowling, you're Harry Potter, blah, 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 talking all this shit, and then she proved them wrong and made fucking a franchise out of it. It's the truth, you two.
Right. Wow, so now you found something else in your bag?
Oh yeah, I just was looking for something else to play.
Like, it took me several years to like get good enough at guitar where I could actually legitimately show off for YouTube and shred. Like, I don't know very many songs, but check this out. I can't imagine how long it would take to learn the carillon. Casper Cathedral, Cobra's Carillon. It's got a nice ring to it. I'm gonna keep doing my thing and fuck the trolls, dude. They're a bunch of fucking sad assholes. Wasn't quite the glorious chug you were hoping it was going to be, but I drank the whole goddamn horn. Oh, yeah, Coke by drinking none of a drinking horn. Hey. Look at that. Bud Light Seltzer Retro Summer Tie-Dye Limited Edition. You got 3 flavors: cherry, limeade, blue raspberry, and summer ice. So far we've consumed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we got the rest of the pack left. Let me take a piss real quick and squeeze off some of that juice and drink another one. What flavor should we do? Let's see. I got 3 of each. Yes. Which means, by my calculations, we got 6 left. 1 of each of all 3 flavors. I imagine the locals who live next to that clock tower are used to it going off, but that was magnificent.
Yeah, can I give you a hug?
Yes, sure. It wasn't on the notes.
Thank you. That was
It works very well. It works very well.
Oh, it was so cool. And whole Utrecht is hearing my song right now. Thank you so much. Wow. Can you play Star Wars? In the next episode.
Can you play Star Wars on the Caroline? Well, I'm pretty sure you could. Let me look it up. Imperial March on Caroline bells. Oh, yes. Star Wars Caroline bells.
The carillon bells inside the piece.
Yeah. Darth Vader's Imperial March played on the bells. That's pretty sick. Down, 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 down. Seems how fucking Bing wants to be a piece of shit. We'll just go to YouTube and drag.
Your purchase could be free when you use your Credit Karma Visa debit card. Free groceries, free gas.
Darth Vader Imperial March performed in Europe's largest carillon bell tower. Because it has that distinction, I guess. Hashtag not my Star Wars.
We would be honored if you would join us.
Yes. You want to hear Star Wars played on some carillon bells? There you go. That's exactly what it sounds like. Side note, fucking pod racing looks super dangerous, but I totally do it. Everyone knows the dark side is so much fun. Got some Bud Light seltzer, cherry limeade, 5%, the 100 calories. Yes.
Easy. Tell your sister.
Please like, subscribe, and comment on the video.
Bloody hell, dude. There you go. He made the reference. It's like, okay, I wonder what Harry Potter would sound like on Bells. Yes. Harry Potter theme on University of Rochester Carillon as played by Vivia Shas Tickler. That's an interesting YouTube name.
All right.
Big ass college, university, bell tower. Let's see how he does.
Now we're nearing the end of the program, and this is when I usually pull out my ace. You know, ace up my sleeve. It's the Harry Potter theme. Okay, we'll start off with a couple low bells, tolling the low bells of Hogwarts here.
Yeah, because Hogwarts is fucking located in Scotland. Oi! I love being a wand maker by trade. That is just sick. I like the way this wand turned out. I carried it in my pocket. Just like that. Man.
And set the mood. Here we go.
Excuse me. Just sitting here drinking some Bud Light seltzers, watching some Bell Tower videos. What of it? I can remember when like people were making the biggest fit because J.K. Rowling said Albus Dumbledore was gay, and everyone threw the biggest fucking fit. It was like it's a fucking character in a children's series. Well, I guess it depends on how strict your parenting is, because I would let my children read Harry Potter. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, Harry Potter teaches people that the most powerful magic in the world is love. And I disagree with that as much as I like Harry Potter. And my house would be Slytherin. Let's keep that real. Yes. If the most powerful magic is love, then how come the world has less of it these days? People are getting pissed off because you identify as. And I'm not really pissed about the issue. I'm just kind of like, yeah, you know, the whole transracial thing, just stop. It doesn't piss me off. It just concerns me. Like, yeah, if any other white, you know what I'm saying? Like, the whole racist aspect to it was a bit disconcerting. Like there's Harry going to Ollivander's to fetch a wand. If I can't buy a wand from Ollivander's, I'll fucking make my own. This one's got a black blade with a green tip and a green handle and black leather and this green orb. Dragon's opal is what I would call it. It's fire opal that's been squished into a dragon's nest. As soon as all the dragons have hatched and flown the coop, the opal is retrieved and it turns a neon green like snake venom. The core of my wand is thestral hair and basilisk fang. Yes, I took a basilisk fang and wrapped it in thestral hair and made it the core for my wand. It's like Slytherin's wand and the fucking Elder wand combined into one. I know that's extremely nerdy of me to say, but and this guy's pretty good at playing the carillon, I will say that. I don't know how many bells the Rochester carillon has, but it's a nice healthy stack. Like, that would piss off the nerds amongst the community. Like, you can't have dual cores in one wand. And why not? My wand is basilisk fang and thestral hair. It's a basilisk fang wrapped in thestral hairs. Fucking yes. if my wand exists, if this wand existed in the Harry Potter universe, I mean, I can kind of play the Harry Potter theme song on my guitar. It's the notes.
Harry Potter. Hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah, dude got some skills. Waltz of the Flowers, Bach Tower, Gardens, Carillon. Yeah, that's a good Carillon. Yeah, the Bach Tower fucking kicks ass. Let's see if I'll fucking pull it up. Because Lincoln Park on the Carillon is bitchin'. Lincoln Park on the Carillon bells.
According to SpringfieldParks.org, all of the bells are played.
Yeah, I know how the bells are played. Let's show me a fucking video of that shit. Yeah, Bing's not about as useless as Google anymore. YouTube. That's the video. The Dome Tower that we featured earlier on the program. The Dome Tower plays What I've Done Plus None by Linkin Park to honor Chester.
What I've done.
Yeah. Oh, dude, YouTube, I could spend hours watching bell tower videos. Whether they're abandoned or videos like this one where it's like Linkin Park. Like, you want to hear Black Sabbath on a Carillon? I might be able to look it up. There's a specific video that I've seen. And I'm playing Ozzy's music on a bell tower, and I'm just spurging out super hard to it. Excuse me. Ugh. Little pipe smoker's cough. I'm about to go outside and smoke on my pipe. Well, I'm glad I wasn't open. Fucking drink on that here in a second. Got an easy dick. You'll hear it too. It'll go burn down, 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 down. You'll hear it, dude. Just wait. Will Cobra chug the entire 12-pack of this Bud Light Seltzer tie-dye pack? And why is he watching bell tower videos? Because he can. Either Chester committed suicide because he was super depressed, or he was murdered by the pedophile elites in Hollywood who were like, Chester's trying to expose our secrets, and we can't have that. Fucking nasty assholes. Then you see Antifa coming out, and you're just like, oh, that's disgusting, dog. What the fuck is wrong with people? Though this conspiracy theory that Chester Bennington was doing a fucking documentary exposing the pedophile and kid touchers in Hollywood, and they were like, we can't have that. We're gonna murder his ass and make it look like a suicide. And then coincidentally, several years later, Antifa comes out as supporting these sickos. And I'm like, you can't tell me that's not a coincidence. Can't you see that you're smothering me? On a side note, would I recommend this Bud Light Seltzer Retro Summer Limited Edition, the dye pack for tie-dye goodness? Yes. This, that's pretty tasty, dude. I got like 3 left after I chug this in and this in. And I want to try to chug the entire fucking case before I end the stream, even if I gotta take a smoke break and a piss break every so often. Both flavors kick ass. If you're old enough to consume alcohol, give it a try, man. Like, oh my God, Susan, Cobra's watching bell tower videos and drinking. We can't have that. That's some intense shit. Got some big old black of Captain Black, which is pretty moist. Then I got my drier pipe tobacco, which tastes more like cigarettes than pipe tobacco. So I got different kinds. No. Time for this Gothic King Cobra to go smoke a pipe. Yes, not trying to glorify tobacco and alcohol, because tobacco can, like, even if you smoke a pipe, you can still get throat cancer and mouth cancer, even if you don't habitually inhale. And your boy Cobra habitually inhales. Like, I inhale my pipe tobacco and my fucking cigars. And that triggers a lot of people because of these purists who are like, oh my God, Cobra, you piece of shit. And I'm just like, I'm a professional and very humble wand maker. What the fuck's up your ass? Cheers. King Cobra fam. I'm gonna chug the rest of this. Fucking drink the last one and watch some Rick and Morty. I want to watch the new Rick and Morty episode.